There we go. I am so glad you are here. It is Herby Thursday in my world, and to be fair, it's the 12th of February, so how can I resist talking a little bit about aphrodisiacs, right? So I did a quick look to see what's hitting right now online, and some of it is odd, and some of it makes perfect sense. I'm going to talk about some that really tend to make the top 5 or 10 of most people's lists almost any year. Just you're going to hit them a lot if you're looking up herbs to enhance your personal relationships. The first one I'm going to mention, I'm going to tell you not to go to unless you have to, and it's yohimbe. And the reason I'm going to say no to the yohimbe, just nix yohimbe, it's not that it won't work. It's not that it's not delightful in its own way. It's that there's a host of things you shouldn't eat or drink when you use it. So it's the most complicated one to pick. So it's the one I would leave off the list or put at the very bottom of my list if I was looking for an herb that does what an aphrodisiac herb is supposed to do. And this one does exactly what an aphrodisiac herb should do. It contains some chemistry that the plant naturally produces that is in a group classed as phytotestosterones. $5 word, right? So that little pretext, phyto, P-H-Y-T-O, that means from a plant, basically. So this is it's your fancy herby way of saying this is a plant that makes something that your body is going to treat like it's testosterone. It's that simple. There are plants that contain phytoestrogens, phytoprogesterones, and a host of other types of hormones, but phytotestosterone is the one we're going to focus on today. So yohimbe has this, but you know what? So does horny goatweed. Is it the same chemistry? Not necessarily. Might be different plant to plant. And I got 5 minutes, so we're not going to go that deep. Much easier to use, not difficult to get a hold of. As with any herb, check your contraindications, check your medical contraindications, your medication contraindications with any and all herbs, of course. But horny goatweed's a little more accessible, a little easier to use. You don't have to remember not to eat or drink certain things. It's a better choice. I would put in that same group Damiana. Damiana is another one that with those phytotestosterones in it that's just a little easier to use than the yohimbe is. Damiana is also known for relaxing people. It's known for helping people just let blood flow where it needs to flow, in addition to having some of that phytotestosterone quality to it. Horny goatweed, famously named because people who were shepherds watched goats eat horny goatweed and then do what the name implies. And so they thought, let's try it. And they found it worked for them too. Fantastic history. Wonderful herbs. Another one in this category is tribulus or tribulus. I hear people say it each way. I lean into tribulus, but you're welcome to correct me if you want. But it's another one of those herbs that contains those phytotestosterones. That's one group. There's a whole nother class of herbs that I would not say are your date night herbs, whereas these could be date night herbs. They honestly could be. The ones that just support healthy hormone function, healthy blood flow, just healthy generally, are adaptogenic herbs. I know, another $5 herb word. What's an adaptogenic? It's an herb that helps the body adapt to stressors, whether that's you're a computer programmer who decided to fix their own roof, silly computer programmer, or you are under a lot of pressure, right? Emotional or mental pressure right now. Adaptogens just smooth that journey for you. And therefore, they can help enhance sexual function simply because you're sleeping better, you're functioning better, you've got a little headspace to think about life. And when you take that stress away, it's much easier to become intimate, especially with another person. So adaptogens that get called on for this particularly tend to be ginseng, a little easy to abuse. So again, not always first on my list, because if you have that, if a little is good, more must be better attitude, that's not always true with ginseng. It does have some practical limits. Ashwagandha is another great choice from India, from Ayurvedic medicine, Marapuma, from further south in the Americas than here, warmer climates than I happen to be in. And then you get ones that just focus on circulation, like ginkgo biloba. They're all viable choices. And because one works for you does not mean it will work for the person next to you. So you've got to kind of hunt and find the ones that you respond the best to, or see someone qualified in the use of these herbs to help you determine, before you even get started on them, what's likely to do the best job for you. So make an appointment with an herbalist, bring your medication list with you if that's the route you want to go. But if what you want to do is just try stuff out because you're relatively healthy, you're not on any medications, just go slow, play safe. Start with the lowest dose you see recommended in 5 or more resources is always my caution. At least 3, please, because you can always add. It's very difficult to subtract once you've taken the thing. So start with the mildest dose that you see and see what happens for you. Be safe. Check those contraindications and those medication interactions, but play and have fun. This is an exciting part of being a human. Enjoy it, right? Well, I know. It's almost 6 minutes now. I'm way over. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew here at Magus Books, we love the magical you that you really are. And of course, the tiny little magical things you can do here on social media. You know what they are. Have a fantastic week and weekend, whether you are going to be with someone special, several someone special, or on your own. Celebrate life. Enjoy yourself. That's really what Valentine's is all about. So, blessed be.